let me do a couple of things here. Number one, let me demonstrate how easy it is to add sound to things. I'm not at a professional recording studio. I'm in my office at home, and I'm using simple screencasting software to record sound and put sound in a presentation for you. What I want to share is something I did from the ASCD conference on teaching excellence recently, part of what I presented when I talked about media literacy. The ideas I presented came from my book, Teaching the Core Skills of Listening and Speaking, which I think is the only book out there that goes standard by standard with ideas for how to teach them of the Common Core Listening and Speaking standards. And one of the things, well, wait, let me do that differently. One book, and only one book, teaches teachers how to share with students the essential skills of listening and speaking, critical skills for the 21st century. And that book, Teaching the Core Skills of Listening and Speaking by Eric Palmer. Okay, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's silly, really, but it works, and it proves how important sound is, because sound is attached to many messages, and I want students to become aware of how sound is used to manipulate. I want them to be critical thinkers about sound. By the way, you should use sound. If you have a science lesson, why not have some science-y music to introduce it? Another thing I shared at that conference was a picture of a snail. It's a snail, and when I show it, you probably would go, ew, a snail. It's just a snail in front of a flashlight. But if I add some music, it takes on a whole different meaning. If you prefer, I can change the meaning. I promise you there were people at the conference who saw this and went, oh, like poor snail. It's just a snail. But if I add sound, it changes everything, doesn't it? These are simple lessons that I want our students to have so they become aware of how sound is used and how it accompanies almost everything they run into now.